Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Arkham City. Let's continue. Alright, so we are moving in a specific direction to just kind of go towards this corner just to check it out. I want to check out these Titan containers and see if these turn out to be big fights or not. Meanwhile, I want to run over this direction.
He's not one of us, is he?
I saw him. He appeared out of nowhere. Took out everyone in the court.
At least the kitty cat got offed.
He saved her too, and took out the boss.
So what now? Batman
See,
and Catwoman are free.
I guess the question
and we're stuck out here in the cold.
is we're hearing people talk about me, so
Picked the wrong side.
they like see
Batman was
me.
only interested in saving Catwoman. He left the boss in the court, planning his revenge.
Why'd he save Catwoman? She's a thief like us, right? She's better looking than you. And who says she's one of us? I hear she plays both sides.
I bet she does.
No,
Okay.
not like that. I can dream, can't I?
It's
So
all you got
there's
left. There's no way she'd look twice at an ugly son of a
there's
bitch
a question
like you.
mark. We can see. And there's kind of nothing, no way to get up here. Interestingly, it seems like you can't actually get to the top of some of these buildings. Like, So, it feels to me like the idea
Freak, Mr. Freeze. I like to shove an icicle into his skull.
is to go down here from up here. So that straight up
surrender themselves for
is
psychological profiling at regular stages.
right,
Refusal
hang.
will not be tolerated.
Alright. So you have to be up here. Then I've got to jump off this and then dive quickly to get this. And at that point, I think that locks me. It would lock me in this room if they hadn't programmed it to unlock. Interesting. Right. Subject too small. Basso Carlo is the terror. Is that Clayface? I'm the actor who can transform a film. Who am I?
The hell authorized Strange to give Tiger
So,
those kind of weapons?
yeah, that's a reference to Clayface. Basil Carlo.
It's not fair.
Let's see. And this menu is awkward to say the least. Alright. Alright, so here we go. Alright, there's a phone ringing. We should do the phone ringing stuff too, because we know that's a minigame element that will take us really far away from where we are, almost certainly. But it's the right move.
There's a phone ringing somewhere. Get ready to run.
And it let me walk a little bit, but not really far. So these are just mad dash things. And we may very well hit a point where
Perimeter wall of Arkham City is patrolled
this
by Nightwing
doesn't
operatives.
really work for you anymore, and running alone is not good enough. But at the moment, it seems like it is perfectly acceptable. Now, we have a quest to glide to a specific point. Nope, that was too far. Where's the phone? It's not over here. Where is it? We got 25 seconds. Okay.
You made it. I think I will continue my story. I feel the need
So
to talk.
I think
to confess
this whole
maybe.
tracing the phone call
I was
thing
rich and alone,
probably
but
doesn't
not for long,
change
of course.
anything.
I took to
You
gambling.
probably have to do this a
Or
certain
maybe
number
it
of
took to
times,
me.
and after a certain number of times,
If only I had
you
been
just
good
automatically
at it.
trace the phone call.
I may not
Either
be where
that,
I am
or if you
today,
do it really badly,
as
he's
my
just
life
gonna stop
spiraled out of
talking,
control. I
and
desperately formed
you're
a
gonna end
plan.
up having to do more
A
of
plan to
these
win back my parents' money
sequences.
and be happy again.
Um,
It didn't work, of course. Plans like that never do. But as I stood outside the Iceberg Lounge on that hot summer night, I remember feeling something.
yeah, we're gonna end up probably
Hope,
doing this
maybe.
several times.
We're gonna rip you up.
We don't want to die, but now would be a great time to take out. Does Zaz still pose a threat to this guy? He is a riddle, so we must be near a riddle. And it is weird that it is just going to end up being a text thing instead of audio, unless you bring it up in the menu.
Time to retire, Bat.
We don't want to beat up the green guy because he's our person to interrogate. So now we do this. And he's just going green and I'm not even in...
you work for Riddler.
He's not even in detective mode.
Yes! Please, don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything.
Some of these camera angles are awful.
Doubt in my mind.
Just like awful camera angles. Alright. So we have a photo riddle right here. Nope. So is it this pest control, Otis Flanagan? I have no idea who Otis Flanagan is. The rat catcher. So interestingly, that's not an actual character. In the tapes we see now play this way, which is weird. And then I just need to go back to the menu to get to the map. This is an awkward system. And at this point, I think we may just try and get the Titan container on this steel mill instead.
Poison ivy. Huh. Ain't seen that crazy chick since back in
Yeah.
the asylum.
I can't get that one. We should look for balloons anywhere. So odds are I probably can't get like this one either. Which is somewhere over there. But maybe? So you have kind of like this downward arrow pointing to what you marked.
Ain't seen Killer Croc since I got here. I guess he's down in the sewers somewhere.
Alright, we were able to get that one. And I guess it's worth it to try and get that one.
Arkham City is an equal opportunities penal facility. So-called super criminals will not be afforded any special treatment.
Batman! He's here!
Seriously? I was just walking past you. And even the game is recognizing that I was just walking past him and letting me knock him out. Okay, that's that one that we know we can't do until we get some kind of on-the-wall walking ability.
When you think this place can't get any worse, it does.
I'm looking for security cameras. Really haven't spent a lot of time over in this side of the area. So
Pay, no food. This crap just ain't worth it.
and yeah, I could try to take out that one Riddler guy and find more Riddlers things.
We've lost a camera in Sector 4. Camera down in Sector 4.
Would I be able to blow up that wall? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something at the top of that.
He's got a room somewhere in
That.
this place that's full of all the loot he's taken off us guys. Just give me 5 minutes in that place and I'll
Let's see.
come out of
Let's go check this out.
City.
the last one too anyway.
I think it was one of the doctors.
Those guys. You remember how much that old one screamed when he was dropped in the furnace? Yeah. How many times did Joker put him in again? 12. Oh yeah, 12. Figured he was gonna be quick. Still, you can never tell, can you? Sometimes you can burn the skin off someone and they still keep clawing on to life. So, what do you think will happen next? Way I see it, jail keeps sending us dead people and we'll keep sticking them in these cars until we run out of space. What do you think will be next? Quinn's sending people out looking for Freeze. If he's double-crossed Joker, I'm figuring we'll be sticking him in sooner or later. I think we're gonna need a bigger car.
Alright, so what does this do?
It must be nuts to come here. Every mug wants a piece. How many corpses do you think we can get in here? If we've been
So we're using a ball here
sounds like a challenge.
to roll this little Joker ball. Interesting. Interesting little puzzle there.
Idiot. How come there's a Ferris wheel in a prison anyway? The guy who owned the steel mill used to build amusement parks or something. What, that Sionis guy? Yeah, the bank. What happened? I heard there was some kind of accident. It was a long time ago, but people got hurt. I guess they stopped building scary-ass rides. And then the Joker came along. Exactly.
It's weird though, certainly, that you just have this whole.
Do what I said. I got you some food. It was all
Like
I could
it
find.
seems like you can just
Call that food? I wouldn't feed that to my dog.
do whatever you
I'm
want
sorry.
here.
You will be. When I finish with you, you're gonna look like dog food. Then I may just feed you to my dog.
Yeah, it seems like you might just be able to run around this entire area. Do I want shockwave attack, or is there something else that would make more sense? I guess I'll take this free flow upgrade power gadgets and hope that that does something. I probably should consider upgrading the combat armor on Catwoman too. Alright. So we have a guy screaming for help. Is it that guy? And it's kind of cool that, like, yes, you can seemingly free and help these political prisoners.
Thank you. I'm gonna find someplace safe to hide from these animals.
Like, and you want to do that because you're Batman, but they seem to kind of just pop up. Everything just kind of feels like it pops up. Interesting. So this is some kind of proximity mine. So I have no idea how you would possibly get that. Whereas
all these cameras ain't being watched all the time.
Yeah, I have no idea how you would possibly throw like a remote controlled battle in here.
Back at the asylum, Riddler left them for Batman.
Yeah, that just doesn't feel like that's something you could get. Got a little too much of the Batman music playing, I'd also say. It just kind of seems like it's a little loud, it's a little obnoxious. And this is a case where if this were a 2-hour movie, the music couldn't possibly play enough to be that obnoxious. But since it's a video game, it can get down to that level fairly quickly. Like, we are already past the length of an average game.
So cold.
I wonder if at a certain point the number of enemies would just disappear and you could pretty much clean the streets of enemies.
Give us something to keep us warm when they throw us in here.
That would be interesting if that was the twist that happened. Is that you could knock out people near this area, and then the people that are left are further and further away, so the local surveillance would then push you towards a longer distance item that you haven't found yet. There definitely have been some collectible games where I've felt like that very well might be the way to make the games more playable, is simply have the have the world get emptier and emptier as you're working your way towards it. Yes. It looks like the Titan container and the steel meal probably isn't outside. I'm not really saying anything.
All Arkham prisoners are responsible for their own care. Limited medical resources are available to all prisoners in the Arkham Medical Center.
So here's one of those Harley Quinn heads. Let's see if there's a way to blow up the heads. Not that I can tell. And this is saying that the Titan canister would be somewhere around here. No, I'm not looking at the right thing. No, I'm pointed in the completely wrong direction. Alright. So yeah, that highlights a problem. Certainly that the guns are still a factor. In a lot of ways, I could see how Batman's greatest weakness could be guns, but it also, as a billionaire who has like all the gadgets, you would think that he would have bulletproof armor. Always. Right. So this is the canister, apparently. Well, this seems too easy. That you would just be able to walk over to this. Potentially. Like, is that not the canister? I guess that isn't. No, it's down lower.
Sure this Titan stuff ain't dangerous?
How can it be? It's in a big crate.
Well, you saw what it did to Joker, didn't you? He puffed up like some kind of monster.
Yeah, but he had to inject it, didn't he? We're safe just guarding it.
I don't know. No one told me nothing about guarding freaking Titan crates when the boss sent me out here.
Plans change. Now shut up. What's the bat doing here?
Alright, so even with 3 guys, though, you run into this problem of easily not having enough time to do a knockout. Okay.
This Titan container is well protected. The only way to destroy it is to use explosive gel.
Which, maybe in doing this will spray Titan on you and make you hallucinate?
I need to find and destroy the rest of the Titan containers.
So yeah, that seems like that's just a standard side mission. No big built up trickery, it seems. Okay, I can get in here. I can stand on a button. But that, I don't think, is enough as far as what they want me to do. They want me to hack that, which means I don't even know what the other part of that is about. Alright, well, is there anything else worth? Guess we'll take the subway maintenance access at some point.
Augmented reality training online.
It's very possible there are some security cameras / balloons that I've missed, but
the containment wall surrounding Arkham City is designated out of bounds to all prisoners. Do not approach the containment wall.
Look out, it's Batman!
okay. Let's go back this way, just so we can throw that there.
I've got a camera out in Sector 4.
You know you found poison, which is a bad thing.
Let's see, yeah.
We've lost a camera in Sector 4.
And these are just like Riddler challenges at this point. Just take out cameras, take out balloons. Fly around looking for collectibles. Maybe.
That woman sure is hot. Oh, I'd love me a piece of her.
See, I don't know if this guy is particularly a worse guy than any of the other guys, so is there really a reason to go and try and fight this one guy and then potentially call in those other characters? And see, now we have the alignment in the Riddler quest, so we can do that.
Place is turning to crap right in front of my eyes.
I think there's also a point where we're going to have to find one of these helicopters, and we're going to try and crash the helicopter.
Batman in sight.
I don't know if we do that with explosive gel or firing a remote charge.
It's going right into the toilet. The mayor and Strange have gone insane with power.
Yeah.
Do not attempt to
I think there is probably some kind of trick there.
pacify any attempted escape with extreme prejudice.
So the trick here is to run off the edge, hold A, then pull the right trigger, and then let go of the right trigger.
Augmented reality training activated.
1, 2, let go, pull up. Down.
Augmented reality training complete.
Is there anything of importance from this perspective? Yeah, you just can't hit that one. So maybe I do need just the increased ability, or Hmm. Unless there's some way I can get the perfect angle here. Apparently we have... Does that still pose a threat? Maybe this is a... maybe you cross a certain line there, and when you cross that certain line, that's in a different district, and it's reminding you what the Riddler's hints are.
Payphones drive me nuts, always with the ringing.
Right, so you can't fire through these. Where is our
Augmented reality training online.
final augmented reality?
Augmented.
Up there.
The hell is it all right for Tiger using guns like those? This is a prison, not a war zone.
The perimeter wall separates you from the good people of Gotham.
Augmented reality training activated.
Protect them from all residents of Arkham City.
Weeks since I updated my status. How are people gonna know what I've... Oh yeah, I've been locked up in some freaky ass prison.
So you go here, and then you go down here, and then I think they probably want you to pull way up, but I don't know how you could pull way up.
Enough already. I gotta get out of here and go someplace.
Augmented reality training failed.
Well, I thought the other one was impossible too. I was able to pull it off. So I suspect these are possible with our current level of ability. But I also wouldn't be surprised if there's something that makes this really easier. Okay.
Augmented reality training activated.
Run, jump, dive, pull.
You can't keep me down. I'll bring this whole damn prison down on his head.
Augmented reality training complete.
I see you have called in the Batwing, sir. Did I forget to pack something?
No, Alfred. I think I need the grapnel boost.
But Mr. Fox told you
Grapnel
it's not
boost.
yet ready for field
Boost.
deployment.
Not
It's
grapple.
still in the prototype stage.
I've done enough training. I'm ready.
So we got a boost. Yay. And
Grapnel boost upgrade deployed and ready for collection.
that totally seems useful. I keep hearing this like clown like sound effect. Wonder if I can hit that with this. Do these run out of steam? I was close.
in Sector 4.
I think we had already used this to do something. Right, now we are going this direction.
If Bane survived this little encounter back at the asylum, whew, not many people can go head to head with a freaking Batmobile and survive.
Where, oh where is that upgrade? I'll go ahead and tag that one.
I hate being watched. There are cameras everywhere.
Where's that upgrade? Like, according to the map, it's
Arkham City's worse than the old one.
maybe a bit over here. It kind of feels like it's just not going to it's not going to let you in an area at all.
Who's next in line after Joker? Not Harley. She won't last one day.
Yeah, I don't think the upgrade even lands until you actually are where it wants you to be. Which it seems like it wants me to be down that way. Alright.
This place is a crap hole.
Look out! Batman's here! We lost the camera in Sector 3.
This ain't over. No way!
These guys were far enough away from each other that I could get out a couple of these guys knocked out. The gameplay loop here, though, it still feels wrong. It just doesn't feel like this is what a Batman game should be. Like, the cutscenes, the boss fights, that feels like a Batman cartoon or a Batman comic. The beating up of little guys, that seems, that feels just off. Like, I'd have liked to just see all of these characters run away from me completely.
We have Batman in sight.
Alright, you have me in sight. Then let's see if we can break the line of sight so that we can then get up here. Okay. See, I don't seem to have any abilities.
It's Batman!
I need to quit throwing these remote controlled balloons because that's not my intention. I mean these remote controlled batarangs. Alright, so we are over here. The grapple boost is supposedly over here. I don't see it. Let's go over here. Yeah, I just don't even see anything glowing. It says
Grapnel boost upgrade deployed and ready for collection. Grapnel.
that's... says it's been deployed. Ready for collection. Is it on top? Yeah, it is. It's just hidden. And I was expecting something much bigger than this, so that explains why. It does glow though, so if you can find it, you can get it. Boost the speed of grapple, launches you higher into the air at target points, allowing movement across the entire city without touching the ground. See, that feels great. Interesting, notice how that didn't grab the edge. So now we have this new augmented reality challenge also.
Augmented reality training online.
As a side mission. Which, yeah, if apparently we're 60% of the way done already as far as all the augmented reality training. So, A, and then hold A. What it doesn't seem like that's done is extended your grapple gun really any at all. Like, so yeah, I can hit the Riddler trophy, but I can't get to it. And where are we? Kinda now.
Augmented reality training online.
We have an augmented reality training here. We have one here. We have a decent amount of area over here that we haven't done anything. We wanted to go all the way over to this area and check this out too.
Augmented reality training online.
I think just for entertainment's sake, I wanna hold A, grapnel boost while grappling. Okay. Here we've got another puzzle.
Arkham City, you have given up your basic human rights because of your crimes against society. Gotham is a safer place without you. You are responsible for your own survival within this facility.
So we got something there. The game is also feeling a little sluggish, I'll have to admit. It seems like maybe it's saving a little bit more. Yeah. I suppose we need to go ahead and just see what this advanced augmented reality is.
Must have friends in high places. It's bad enough here without the bat.
Yeah, this is a weird one. because I don't know how you would do that.
Augmented reality training activated.
It does seem like they are just pretty much asking you to glide.
The old GCPD building. Freeze must be using one of the old forensic labs. I've got to get in there.
Wow, I got 2 Riddler's challenges done by doing that. One of the cartoons has the guys say it's the Bat all the time. I believe there was a cartoon just called The Bat, or a comic called The Bat. Yeah.
Wherever you've gone, Batman, I'll find you.
And so we finally figured out where the main story is pushing us, which I guess is good to know. It wasn't really my intention though to go to find that stuff. So still playing.
There seems to be a camera malfunction in Sector 3.
A lot of this game is definitely just playing around the idea of running around and getting XP and doing the grinding early, which I think doing the grinding early is the right move here. My only real concern is that we might run into a point where we can switch between Catwoman and Batman freely, or we might just get storyline reasons why the game lets us why the game would help us a little bit better. Yeah. Desperately need gun armor. Wow. So you do really need to grind it out. Like, clearly we need bullet armor. You see, why is there a guy there next to a guy who's knocked out or dead? Like, there's quite a few dead people in this facility already. So they either killed other bad guys, or those were people I had already taken care of.
Arkham City? Bull crap. Give me 5 minutes over the wall. I'll show this stinking town a whole new kind of crazy.
What I'm also noticing is it doesn't really seem like there's that many green guys. No Riddler assistance guys. Those guys are like gambling or something. I thought they were beating up on somebody. So either there's kind of a considerably smaller amount of enemies in this area, or I have not unlocked a sequence that lets me get the collectibles.
That's where Two-Face is, right?
Yeah, they look like they meant business. You know, like they were going to war or something.
So what should we do? Stay here?
Yeah, let's stay here.
Look, what's the worst that can happen? If
the Joker's guys kill everyone, we can join him. Same for Two-Face. At least we know we're on the winning team.
Yeah.
So that's settled. We stay here and wait and see what happens.
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna be able to climb on these rings, I think.
It's Batman here.
Yeah.
Strange couldn't have locked him up.
It is there to protect them from all residents of Arkham City.
We had already done that one.
The walls are coming down and the rest of Gotham's gonna bleed.
This could get messy, certainly, if we start to find more instances of Riddler trophies we've already found.
Batman.
Alright. See, we have that boost now, so theoretically it would be way easier to get to where we want to go. This is kind of a weird place for a phone to be expected. Alright, 40. And see, once you enter the phone, you won't get attacked, apparently.
Iceberg Lounge was crawling with the disgusting flesh of humanity. You could find anything there. If you had the money, of course.
I imagine we will go inside the casino and a lot of these other buildings we find.
Owner's table. Some reason I thought I would win. That he would play fair. I looked around the table. I saw the people I was against. Card sharks, thugs, princes, and the disgusting midget who ran the place. One by one, they all lost or folded. The chips were piling up, and it was just him and me.
Okay. Grappling over long distances, use the grapple boost to speed up the process and fling you high in the air, which means you can then float way further. Alright, I get it now. Alright, so if I was going to try to go for a long distance glide, I probably need some kind of upgrade.
I thought it was bad at Blackgate. This place.
What's the bat doing here?
Like either that or you need to do something like this to fling yourself far into the air. And even at that, see, I tapped the A button there, and that's probably not enough of a launch upward.
We have positive visual on Batman.
How much more can you take, little girl? Please.
It's funny, you have a lot of these guys that
You either do what I want, or
he's
I kill
calling
you
them a
here and
girl.
now. It's just, if you make me kill you, I'm gonna take my time.
See, that felt like that would have been 150 feet.
No, please, no.
Then I guess you'll do what
Okay.
I want and find me some food. Any food you find, you bring to me first.
We've lost a camera in Sector 2.
Alright, we've got another phone.
Zaz calling for Batman. Find my phone or I'll bleed this piggy.
Oh God, it's him!
Yeah. So you can kind of just walk around a lot of these people too.
We have Batman in sight.
Yeah. Like I don't know where I am. If I just am in the middle of a very secure area or what?
They called him the Penguin, even back then. He had both eyes, of course. That little accident hadn't happened yet. And both of them were looking at me when I put down my cards. 6 of clubs.
See, I can't imagine that there's
He looked scared.
gonna be more than a couple more of
Smelled the
these.
cigar stench on his breath. The 6 of spades, and
And
finally,
it seems like the tracking is speeding up.
I felt good.
So this is kind of like the Riddler thing where we're just never really gonna see these as.
Cards down on the table. Card by card, my heart sank. A 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a damn 7. Straight flush ended me there. I was lost and thrown out into the city to die. Penniless.
Yeah, it feels like there's one more of these, and then maybe at that point we have to actually fight Zaz. But also it seems like it's saying we're only 45% complete there, which that seems weird.
Why don't we just take some?
You stupid or what?
Alright, we need ballistic armor to be upgraded, obviously.
Think about it. We open up this crate and take a big hit of that sweet Titan, and then no one can tell us what to do. Not the Joker, not Two-Face, no one.
Did you see what that crap did to Joker?
He took a lot, though, right?
What? On me!
These guys had guns. It seems like it likes the default to a smoke pellet when you're up. Like it doesn't seem like you really need to switch to the pellet. Alright, so we are over here in this area, and this is a subway station. That's what it's labeled as. And I have no idea what the subway station is, but clearly there's some trickery to it. I think in the next episode we have to move the story forward. We're unlocking a lot of stuff, certainly, and I appreciate that, but we also have just like a lot of time we're spending here. Notice how that takes you out of detective mode. It's just a lot of commitment.
Camera down in Sector 1.
It's kind of funny, they have like these military fatigues on, then camouflaged, which you would just think that would be the exact opposite of what you would want prisoners to wear. Like it would make so much more sense for them to be wearing like brightly orange clothing and high visibility clothing so that they can't hide.
It's Batman!
We lost the camera in Sector 1.
See, there's all kinds of guards
Chicken, come and fight me!
that are behind this door.
Hey, you chicken man or Batman?
Yeah, and it does kind of just feel like there's a whole bunch of pathways here where you might want to just try and take these guys out slowly. Because this feels like a way more secured area. And this is where you started the game.
I'm so hungry. Where'd all the food go anyway?
Or this is about where you started the game. I just have to really wonder though if you're capable of finding things here, or if this is just an area where you're gonna respawn the same enemies over and over again, and yes, that would give you an opportunity to grind a little bit, but beating up people I doubt is giving me anywhere as much XP as Arkham City is not a place for rich and famous. What was the riddle in there? Are we supposed to be taking a picture of this boutique? Let's check the riddles. Let's see. We've made a decent amount of progress.
It's far from perfect, but she calls it home.
We're in the Bowery.
My intellect towers above yours, Batman. Arkham City is not the place to be rich or famous. Bruce Wayne has never felt quite so wanted.
Yeah, and it just kind of doesn't feel like it's really worth your effort to try and actually find the answer to those puzzles when you could just as easily do something like this.
Joker's done for. Wonder if I can snag Harley on the rebound.
Arkham City is an equal opportunities penal facility.
That was not what I meant to do.
For criminals will not be afforded any special treatment.
Not far enough away.
Camera down in Sector 1.
Okay. So we want to interrogate that guy, which means I guess I need to take this guy out first. Come on.
Don't make me hurt you.
I'll tell you what I know.
Thank you.
He's too chicken to face me.
So yeah, that gives you like this incredibly small collection of things.
I always knew you were chicken.
Who does the praise think he is? He's no better than any of us.
So, I wonder if we're gonna deal with the Mad Hatter, but since that says hats. Alright, well, we've got an area over there, and we've got another like thing over here. And it does seem like I'm just going to want to spend a little bit of time in the Bowery, and just try to be a little bit grindy in the next recording. But then after that point, we'll maybe try this augmented reality training, and then work our way back to this one, and then here's a Riddler hostage. I guess that's something we could have also done as a side mission. But honestly, we need to start moving the story forward, because there's just a obvious level of upgrade as far as our bulletproofness, ballistic armor in particular. That just needs more upgrades. Ooh, I gave Catwoman ballistic armor. I meant to give Batman ballistic armor. That was a mistake, obviously. Yeah, clearly we still have some different abilities, but all of our Predator abilities have already been unlocked, and it seems like fairly just through grinding you'll get most of your combat abilities and Batsuit abilities. Yeah, I don't know what the augmented armor is even going to give you. It must be some other gadget, and that's what we need, is more gadgets. Clearly. I could see this game playing out much more like a Metroid game, where you just have to run around different areas to find your objects to get from point A to point B and collect more collectibles. I feel like Arkham Asylum was a little bit more in that row, as far as being more of a Metroidvania instead of this, which is a odd open world story driven, non-branching path story driven game with a gameplay mechanic of a free flow action button mashing.
6 legs went in, and only 2 came out. Where am I?
If I could figure out like where this specific was Riddler trophy and this one and this one, then I might have a decent chance of getting one whole row done. I don't know if getting one specific row done means much, though. Like, if it does mean something, then we might either get a upgrade or get a item. I guess I used the grapple boost upgrade to do 150 meters, and that's why it didn't count. but I didn't do 250 meters, so that didn't count. Perform a vertical dive for over 50 meters. You'd have to, like, clearly we're going to have to find wherever the highest point in the map is and do several jumps. We have yet to get a 20 combo, hit combo. Let's see. Need to use caltrops 3 times. Back claw slam, combo, batarang. Explosive object with the batarang before it's thrown. Counter an enemy projectile. I don't know how you do that. Perform a beatdown to finish an enemy 5 times. Use the slide to trip an enemy 3 times. That would be hard. Aerial attack off a stunned enemy onto another one. I don't know how you do that. Yeah. Quick fire 5 times. Quick fire explosive gel. We don't even have that. It's funny, some of these say you can do them, but that's not the truth. Like, I don't have the abilities, as I understand it, to really do a lot of this stuff. And yet it seems to think I do. And it's really questionable whether any average game player would be able to get all of these challenges done. I don't know if you need all the challenges done, though, unless you're just trying to play for 100%. And I think we'll probably fairly quickly decide that it's not worth our effort to play 100%. This is a museum. So there's a whole building here as far as the subway station. It seems to be kind of an overworld area. Because I can't highlight it and see an internal collection number of collectibles like the other buildings. Subway maintenance access, I imagine, is exactly the same as an overworld place of interest. Still feels like there's a lot of room here for ocean. That's probably just so you don't have all 4 walls of this game walled up by a big metal wall. And clearly, if we're going to escape Arkham City, it's going to be through this building, but very possibly this is the building that the actual game did start in. Apparently there's an assault in progress, which that would be an acts of violence submission, which we would, like, I could see, since we haven't even unlocked any of these other side missions, that we may get bogged down later into just trying to find acts of violences or shot in the dark missions or rescuing hostages from the Riddler. Maybe if I rescued this next hostage, I would see more green Riddler characters in this area. That's another thought, certainly. Yeah. I feel like at this point, 4, maybe 5 hours into the gameplay, I'm starting to get into the flow of the game, but unfortunately, as you would have seen from this episode, the flow of this gameplay heavily focuses around just running around and getting collectibles and doing some grinding at the beginning. I want to get a little bit ahead of the curve so we can get over the fact that the normal difficulty feels a little too difficult. Unless it's just bad game design. It's very possible it is bad game design, and some of the areas where they start shooting guns at you are supposed to be areas that are the equivalent of high radiation areas in a Fallout game, where you're just not supposed to go to those areas until you have better equipment. But there's not a great natural way to explain that. What I would want to see is a introduction of an enemy class that is heavily armed, whether that's the Two-Face gangsters or the Tiger security people or the Joker gangsters. And any area where you would run into those heavily armed people, you would see a flag flying of Two-Face or Joker or something. And then that would tell you, okay, this is a difficult area that you're not ready to attack. So you should just fly around that section and stick to the easier section. Although also at this, I feel like in the first game you spent most of your time on the ground, particularly in buildings, and now you're spending most of your time flying around the city, whereas I feel like you need to try and find a happy medium for Batman. Anyways, we've gone long. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.